This has to be said. No one will say it. No one realizes it. Not very many people do. Very few, like me, realizes this. You're not an American. Quit calling yourself an American. We do not live in America. America has been taken over by Washington, D.C., the United States government. Washington, D.C. is not a state of America. Washington, D.C. is not a state of all the U.S. states. So it's the head of all the states. And it's using the states, these imaginary states. If you went up in a plane, you don't see nothing that says, oh, here's this state, and oh, here's Texas, and here's Florida, and I mean certain things you know where Florida is. Here's the border of Mexico and America. Here's the border of Canada and America. You don't see none of that. It's imaginary. It's drawn on paper like the unicorn, imagined up and drawn on paper. Government, imagined up, drawn on paper. Politics, imagined up, written down way it's supposed to go. And they change it from time to time. They change the laws. We don't. We don't change anything. We don't get together as sovereign citizens, get together in a group, call ourselves sovereign citizens, and say, you're going to do what we say, government. No, we don't do that. There's no such thing as a group of sovereign citizens. Sovereign citizens don't exist. We're U.S. citizens. We're subjects. We're slaves. We're suspects. When a cop's looking at everybody, everybody's a suspect. You're not an American. You're not a U.S. citizen. A cop's looking at you and eyeballing you and judging you. You're a suspect. Until they go, well, it seems all right. But you're still a suspect. It don't matter. They're not your friend if they're sitting here looking at everybody like that. But I'm on the fact that we're not in America. Everybody calls this the USA, the U.S. of A, the United States of America. No, it's not that anymore. It's United States America now. It's not America, separate from Washington, D.C. That's the U.S. government on federal document paper. Federal document paper, and you Google, or not Google, DuckDuckGo and Bing it, you'll find the truth. Google won't let you see the truth. You can look it up, and it won't pop up here as in the search engine, as before you hit search. It don't pop up and down at the bottom. But you go ahead and type it in there, you hit search, and then it'll pull up all kinds of other stuff that are lies that the government wants you to believe. If you go to DuckDuckGo or Bing or something else that ain't attached to Google, you'll find other things that you won't find on Google no matter how far down you search for it. It's not there. They don't want you to know. You are to be a stupid slave. You are to believe them, the politicians. You are to believe the lawyers. You are to believe the cops. You are to believe the doctors. You're not to question any of them. They don't work for you. You work for them. Your boss questions you. You don't question your boss. You do what your boss says and you say, yes, sir, slave. Yes, sir, boss, slave. They're supposed to be saying that to us. Yes, sir, boss. We're their boss. They're our servants. We're their masters. Yes, sir, boss. That's what they're supposed to say to us. While we're looking down on them. But they want to look down on us. And you let them, and you cower down, and then you start looking up at them. Don't hurt me. I'll do what you want. Don't hurt me. That's what a slave is. You dumb trolls. Y'all don't understand what slavery is. Slave cuffs were invented for black slaves in the beginning. And then they created chains, or not created chains, then they added chains to the cuffs and put the cuffs on the ankles and tied them together. The African American chain gang. And if a black man was bad, he did bad things, he went to jail. Look at all the old movies. There are black people in jails and, you know, working hard, and there's no white person. The only white people are the guards. And they work for who? The government. The government kept it going. When was Rosa Parks? When did she sit in the front of the bus instead of obeying a government law? A government law that says they're to sit at the back of the bus. Tell me. I'm not going to tell you. You tell me. When did Rosa Parks defy the government law and sit in the front of the bus? I guarantee you it was after 1900. Slavery did not end in 1865. Just slavery of black people. They turned us all into slaves after 1889. Y'all need to understand that. They took over the South, and then the Southerners had to do what the North wanted. So really, 1865 was when slavery of everyone started. And if a white person helped a black person escape from the Northern terrorists to not be slaves, they were hung. White people were hung for helping black people escape slavery. Think about that. So white people are so bad that more of them saved black people than the ones that had slaves. The North was the ones that had all the slaves. The South had very little. The North is lying to you and getting you to hate the South and hate us, who is for freedom for everyone. We don't care who you are, what you look like. I don't see no racist stuff going on where I live. I don't hear about it. Not in my fucking Tom Green County of Texas. It don't happen. If it does, it's rare. It happens in the places where they want them to happen, and they pay people to do it and go, look at the racism. Believe us. See, we'll show you it. Fake shit they're showing you. Green screen, computerized fake stuff they can show you now. Holograms. Look like right here. Look like I'm right here. You know, they can make all that shit. They can show them up in the sky, and you think something, the flying saucers up there, and it's a hologram. China's already proven it. They can do it. Quit being stupid and quit believing these people. Because you know what? If you want to keep believing these people, the media and the government, the politicians, well, and you don't want to see the truth, then you are stupid. Broken and unfixable. Because you can't fix stupid.